series that has been dormant for so long has finally returned. Greetings, everyone. I am the Boomer First Class, and today I'm going to be giving you my very, very first Let's Play. A particular game you may know has been recently announced at the Game Awards, was a game series called Onimusha, and I'm going to take you back through the ages with a playthrough of the very, very first Onimusha game, Onimusha Warlords, for the PlayStation 2. Now, Onimusha Warlords is very weird in terms of Capcom titles because it started off again as a Resident Evil game before turning into something different, which happened twice with that series. With first off being it turned into, I believe it turned to Onimusha first, and then it turned into, this next one turned into Devil May Cry before they finally settled on Onimusha. And yes, you're probably wondering, ew, this is a bit creepy. Yes, it is not very nice to look at, but to keep a long story brief, we are in feudal Japan. So, obviously, it's the age of the samurai and the great feudal warlords and stuff. Now, Onimusha is not going to be like your stereotypical Resident Evil game, just by the brief history of even saying it used to be a Resident Evil game. It's a kind of an interesting hybrid between survival horror and an action hack and slash, if that makes sense. So that means we have tank controls in a combat, which is... this game was released in 2001, so the video game landscape was very experimental still, and I'm grateful for that because obviously I think this period of time was one of the best. I always get blindsided by this scene, and they have them right up close saying, "Yes, look at his face, such decaying flesh." Like, why are they going to focus on that? But anyway, back to my point. We have here Nobunaga and his troops, of course, because Nobunaga is one of the most famous feudal warlords, I think, in Japanese history. One of the more infamous, whatever you want to say. Ultimately, Onimusha is a really niche title, I would think to say. It was very big, very hyped up during the PlayStation 2's era, but I think once the PS2 had been and gone, not many people really remembered the series. It kind of had its trilogy, then Dawn of Dreams came out, and I don't think Dawn of Dreams did very well, so the series went on a bit of a hiatus. I think there was a mobile game released for it, but as you know, if it's a mobile game, it's probably dead in the water. But here is our protagonist, Mr. Samanosuke Akechi, which, if you know your Japanese history, yes, he is part of the Akechi clan. You know, that Akechi clan, so... I don't know if Samanosuke was actually a real samurai in terms of the history, or if it's based on a different Akechi, because obviously... Mitsuhide Akechi was the retainer, I think it was retainer of Nobunaga that rebelled against him and ended up burning him at, was it Hanoji Castle, I think it was? Maybe. I don't know, I'm not super good with my Japanese history lore, besides samurai warriors stuff, which probably takes 15 different kinds of liberties, but at the end of the day... Yeah, not so funny now, is it? Anyway... Nobunaga, yep, that was an easy battle. Imagine the amount of luck, you would have had to not have to get shot by that arrow. That was you stand in that exact specific spot. Somebody's just like, nah, I'm a dead angle it. Just curve the shot. It's fine. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoy this. This is my first Let's Play, so there's going to be some kinks working out, I think, in hindsight as I'm going through this game. But this game is very, very, I guess I have to say very old at this point because it's 23 years old by this point. And you're probably wondering, so why pick Onimusha? Well, very good reason for that is that last year's Game Awards, at the end of 2024, Onimusha finally got a release for a new game, which is going to be, I can't remember the subtitles, but a new Onimusha game. I think after, when the last one was released, I think 2004, 2005? I think it was 2005. So 20 years, roughly, since the last one it came out. I'm really looking forward to it. I've really enjoyed this series growing up as a kid. That poor bugger. And I think overall it was one of those franchises I wish they did something again with. We got a re-release on the PlayStation and PC for Onimusha called Onimusha Warlords HD. But because that didn't do so well, Onimusha 2 and 3 re-release didn't come out, which I don't really think I agree with. It's like Onimusha, I don't think is going to be one of those titles everybody is in love with. It's just going to be, it's going to have its cult following, there's a lot of people that love this game, and I certainly do. I think this game has some of the coolest combat mechanics in any kind of hack and slash. But overall, the main story is, yeah, we gotta follow these weird creatures that just stole Princess Yuki, and lo and behold, he's alive! Yes, apparently getting shot in the arrow is not as fatal as you'd believe. Apologies for that. But yes, so we're going to play as Samanosuke Akechi, and we have to save Princess Yuki. So I'm just going to let this cutscene play out.
Dear Samanosuke,
Also, please enjoy this prime voice acting.
Something is wrong within the Inabayama castle. Some of the maids and servants have gone missing, and I fear that it might be the work of monsters.
Monsters?
I am so scared, Samanosuke. People tell me that the monsters eat the maids and servants and then take their remains to someplace deep underground. When I told my brother Yoshitatsu about this, he did not seem interested. He is too busy preparing for his upcoming battle with Nobunaga. Samanosuke, although it has been a few years since we were forced to take separate paths, due to the battle between my father Dosan and my brother Yoshitatsu, you are still the only one that I can rely upon. I can only hope that you receive this letter and that you will find it in your heart to come and save me before it is too late. Yours faithfully, Yuki.
I do find it funny how she put it as, I told my brother Yoshitatsu and he just didn't care. It's just like, the monsters are taking the servants and maids, eating their corpses and taking their remains down to the underworld. That's great and everything, Yuki, but when did I ask? Like, well, that's kind of a detail you don't kind of glaze over upon and say, I'm not interested in this. This topic, it bores me. So, but anyhow, so that's pretty much the basic plot of Onimusha. Now we have to go and save Princess Yuki.
If our princess is at the keep, there are two ways to get there. The western path, or the northern passage.
Kaede, I'll go north. You follow them through the other way.
Understand.
Unless we begin. So, we can talk to this guy. Sir, please save Princess Yuki. Is there anything over here? You should not waste your time in this. Yeah, I have no time for you, fence. But yeah, we obviously have to go the other way. So, the controls in this game are very archaic, being tank controls. And, yeah, like I said, based on an old Resident Evil game, the tank controls are a bit wonky. So, there is no smooth turning movement unless I'm pushing up diagonally, so it is a bit awkward. But yeah, there's no, like, smooth movement like with the control stick, for example, because analog hadn't been fully, like, it was getting there at this point in time, but it wasn't fully supported at this point. But we're going to try and do our best, but I fully expect myself to get my ass kicked a lot of the times, because this game is quite difficult. At times, if you're not prepared, but you have plenty of tools in the game as well to deal with the gameplay, and a lot of the time, the monsters themselves aren't too tanky, so you can do a lot of damage quickly enough to them. But the combat is fun, and as we're going to get into our first little battle here against the Demon Ninjas. Yeah, so we've got some normal attacks. I've got some basic normal attacks here. And, you know, just L1 to guard, you know, you've got a target to strafe around and stuff. With some different attacks with the normal tap button and the directional pad button to do some extra attack strings and stuff. Yeah, about what you'd expect out of a hack and slash game. But we've scared the ninjas off, so now we have to return to Princess Yuki, who has just fallen over. I'm guessing she was, like, just shocked or something, I don't know. Or she's very, very sleepy. Or maybe they gave us some dank kush. I don't really know, but hey ho, we found her. Game's over. That's it. The game's over. We have already won. Onimusha complete.
You. Oh, I knew that you would come to save me.
Why'd you say in your letter then? If you have it in your heart, you didn't know that. You can't claim to know that, lady. Yeah, I see you. You were like, oh, I knew you wouldn't turn up, and then turns up. Oh, I knew you'd turn up. Nice try. I'm on to you. Oh, hello. Well, that's not normal. Ooh. Ooh, yeah. He's a big fella.
Flee while you can, you worthless bug.
Oof. Right, so obviously, being a video game, we would have been splattered all across the wall by one swat of that, I'd imagine. I imagine we'd either have every single bone in our body broken, or we literally would have just lost our top half. Like, we'd just been completely smushed off. But as Samanosuke is a bit of a chad, he just gets slightly winded, and then obviously, you know, the Kush from earlier is taking him over. But yeah, he's KO'd. But how are we going to fight these monsters if our sword is useless?
Samanosuke. Wake up, Samanosuke.
It's 9:15, Samanosuke. You were supposed to be at work 15 minutes ago. Oh, who are these guys? Yeah, that's a credit, right? Huh? What's going on? Oh, I don't remember you guys.
With your current power, you are not capable of destroying demons.
I mean, I kind of figured, but you didn't need to hit me with it, mate. I appreciate the some support.
Plan of August that has been subverted by demons.
And now our arm is on fire.
Samanosuke, defeat and seal their souls to your right hand. What?
Oh, that's a funky bit of China. It's a pretty cool accessory that you got there, Samanosuke.
Fortune has smiled upon me this day. The power of this gauntlet, I will destroy all of those monsters and save the princess.
There we go. And so we get the instructions now how to play the game. But as I have played this game quite a few times, I can Onimusha with the best of them. But anyway, yes. So that was the... They call themselves the ogres in this game. It's actually a mistranslation. They are actually the Oni, which, again, is another mythological... another era for Japanese mythology. And they are... I like demons, but a subset of demons from this game. So we have two Onis in here. I say two Onis, that's incorrect. We have two sets of demons, which the game doesn't actually, I believe, refer to them as in this game as the proper title, which is the Genma. Now, the Genma are the evil demons that we've been having to deal with this past so far in the game. That was the big guy, the two ninjas, and now these little zombie dudes. They're all called Genma. And as you'll see in a sec, oh, that guy is buggered. That's a skill issue, I'm afraid. Yep. They didn't have to all do him in like that. Like, look at him. I was like, oh, get him, it's mine. No, it's mine. My kill. Kill stealers. Anyway, let's go to our first proper combat. I stab you. Oh, okay. Yeah, camera is another one, being in all the game. Oh, nice. You little shit. Okay, so just to give a total, what we just did there was we actually, as the clan of the ogre said, or the Oni, we need to defeat the demons and seal their souls with our right hand. So, in this game, to upgrade your stuff, you actually have to absorb the souls of the enemies you kill, which is quite badass, really. And the amount of souls you absorb from the demons will give you some currency to use to upgrade your weapon stuff. But currently, we only have some middling demons, so we didn't get many souls from that, because obviously they're the weakest of the weak. We can carry on now. As for, like, the sub other stuff, I don't think I'm going to bother too much with, like, the currency and stuff, because we do have an entire series to get through. There's some other secrets you can scan around stuff, so there's these little rocks called fluorite lingering about that I could go for, but I'm not going to really get into that. That's just to unlock some bonuses, which I'm not too bothered about. Oh, we got more of these guys.
Close the door now.
Oh, someone is there.
No, forget it. He'll be fine, he'll be fine. Paul, you made me miss. Oh, very nice, very nice. Very nice. So Onimusha, just to explain what happened there. I'll explain actually after this cutscene. Actually,
Open the door. I killed all the monsters.
no, you didn't.
He killed. Huh? What should we do?
No, you didn't. Imagine if we hadn't killed all the monsters in the game. We're just like, no, you know what? You open that door. You don't let them treat you like that. Let's get him. It's like, yeah, let's do him. I've killed all the monsters, promise. Smiley face. You. Yes, you little shit.
Sorry.
We are very
I'm so sorry. Yeah, I don't think a sorry's gonna cut it when you just left me to die.
He came out of nowhere and attacked us.
But I get, you know, they're obviously a bit scared and
Keep
stuff.
may have also been attacked by them.
Keep is ahead of us that way.
Right. The forest road there is a shortcut to the keep.
I see.
So I'm gonna go through the forest. So, in that battle there, you may have seen me do a bit of a maneuver, and there was a big flashing white light. In Onimusha, there are a few different ways to attack your enemies. One of them being obviously normal attacks and different moves. But this game rewards patience and timing, and with correct timing, you can perform with two types of this move. One being deflect, and the other being just like natural. I can't remember the natural, but it's like natural. But it's called what we call an Isen, which is single strike slash. I think it's roughly translated, but it is an instant kill maneuver that if you time a normal attack at the very specific couple of frames that monster attacks, you will immediately negate all the damage and insta kill the monster you are fighting, unless it's a boss. Because I think you can Isen some bosses, but it's not an insta kill. But if you Isen an enemy, you can also block an enemy's attack, and if you block at the perfect moment, you will deflect the attack and be able to press the attack button to perform a deflect Isen. Both of these insta-kill most normal Gemma. The only ones that won't, again, like I said, are the big boss Gemma that we're going to get to. But the benefit to this is, obviously, insta-kills the enemy and gives you extra souls for performing the act. However, it's a little tricky to pull off consistently, and you shouldn't really rely on it too much, especially early on. Especially against monsters like this, who are a bit quicker. Right, he died really quickly, huh? I thought, remember, these guys had more health than that. Weird. Oh, unless it's the same two ninjas from earlier in it. Well, hang on, so it's the same two ninjas from earlier, maybe, and they kept all the damage. If that's the case, that is quite interesting. Okay. But anyway, so long story short, if you can do an Isen, it's really beneficial, and it will give you a lot of extra souls. But it's not really something you can rely on until you are very comfortable with the monsters you're fighting. It's a high risk, high reward sort of maneuver. But against some of the tougher enemies in the game, if you can master it, it can trivialize some of the encounters. But for some enemies, I like to Isen. For others, it's just easier, I think, just to kill them normally. Like the ninjas, and ninjas have kind of wonky attacks, so I'd rather just fight them normally. And of course, because you're opening yourself to an attack, you can actually get hit by it. So if you mess up, you take a lot of damage. So again, very high risk and high reward. But if it pull it off, it's like the best feeling, and one of the best feelings in the world in video game history. I love the Isen mechanic of this game. So it's very similar to Royal Guard, and I think Royal Guard took inspiration from Onimusha regarding that. Come on, buddy. Yeah, see. See if I demonstrate it. Alright, buddy. No, okay. I'm not gonna waste any more time on here. I was trying to get him to do it, but I'm guessing because we couldn't get enough space from me, he was just kind of stuck. So we'll just take our souls and dip. Delicious souls. Okay. There's a green scroll. Will you take it? Yes, I will, because I take them all. Yeah, just some extra flavor text. I'm not going to bother with that. Basically, I think the context of that text was just saying demon bad and secret in this temple. So, probably one of the people who may have also been helping the clan of ogres, or the Oni, as I said. And we got some more beasties here. Let's deal with these. So there are some situations in Onimusha because of the set camera that you can actually find it super difficult to, you know, actually, well, actually just get the real read on the enemy and where they are. So, oh, that was pretty bad. That was really bad. Oh, okay. Again, high risk, high reward, and you need to know your times the enemies. But usually if you try and do it, you will get bumped. Oh, I hate that attack. Come on, buddy. There you go. There you go. You get extra guaranteed health souls as well, I think. So if you are low in health, it's very risky to do it. But if you can nail it, you can get yourself some health back. So again, high risk, high reward, but which I think is awesome. It makes this game so much less about just spamming an attack button. But of course, as we are an absolute vandal, we are going to break every single pot we see. Yeah, Master Sogan. So more to do with Sogan's notes. So let's break these pots first. Nothing here. Nothing here. Nothing over here. Okay, well let's pick up this orb then. The Thunder Orb. Oh, what's this? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Onimusha's way of getting right with new weapons, the orbs. This is the first Oni weapon we have. This is a specific weapon given to us by the Oni, and it's imbued with their magical power. And obviously, it's based on a katana, so we'll be replacing our normal sword for the rest of the game. And this first weapon is based on Thunder Orb, and it's called Ryzen. Ryzen, this sword will enable you to use the sword with the power of thunder. So the original Onimusha, you had to level up the orb and the sword separately. The sword would do more damage if you leveled it up, and the orb would provide a better magic attack if you did so. And we have treasure boxes now. Again, standard puzzle stuff. Why is it? Oh, I got it first time. Yeah, that was. Sometimes I get that first time. Other times I think I have a moment and I'm like, oh, I messed up. But let's see. So I think we got the rope ladder. We can just go up. Treasure box there on the left as well. I just noticed. So get the magic jewel. Nice. Obviously increases our magic bar, which is very good. Magic bar is the resource you'll need to do the super flashy ultimate attacks. Chant the name that has been submitted by the clan of demons. So these are another kind of puzzle boxes in which we've got to use the actual language of the Oni to decode the message. So against the demons. So if I now I believe it's a one-word answer, but I could be wrong. So the idea is you're supposed to use these books, and you can come back against the Oni and do this later. So you could come back and do this later, but when you get more books, you can obviously have more decode stuff. But I'm pretty sure this is a one-word answer anyway. I could be wrong. I never really do these because, especially with this one, because it's like either use a guide for it normally, or I go back and do it later. But about half the time, it's like, nothing I'm going to do. So, I could go back and look at a guide of this, but I think we're just going to leave it and come back for it later. Yeah, don't need to worry about it. It's something we can go back and get later. I might run back and get it off screen with a guide as well. But again, the idea is you're supposed to find these books lying around, and the more books you get to decode more of those messages, and you obviously can cross-reference them, or you just flat out sit there and guess for hours. But we're not going to do that because we have better things to do. Now, let's explain to the game. Thunder inside the crystal. So, the Onimusha orbs also unlock specific doors. Now, with every crystal there is on there, that corresponds to a level the orb has to be to unlock that seal. So, if there was, with one crystal, we only need level 1 orb. If there was 2, we'd need level 2 Thunder Orb. Oh, we've got new enemies here. I can't remember the name of these enemies, or any. I just call them again. Yeah, nice try. Very nice. Very nice, very straightforward. We've got the south area map, so if we need the map, we can do that. So, let's see. Nothing around here. Oh, there's an enemy here. Oh, there's a big boy there. So here we go. Here's one of the big problematic enemies of the game, the ogres, which is again, you can eat these guys, but it is quite risky because they do hit hard, but it is entirely impossible to eat them. I'm going to give it a go. If not, well, I mean, I don't want to waste souls. Also, very bombastic soundtrack for this kind of game as well. Like, it's entirely not what you'd expect. But it's got a kick-ass soundtrack on it, for what it's worth. And I really do like this. My guy. I just want to fight your boss. But souls are souls, I guess. Come on. Oh. I didn't expect to get that first try, I'm not gonna lie. But as you can see, even the biggest enemies in the game, you can easen them, they go down instantly. This way, if you can master this technique, you will have no problems with this game. It is literally like God mode. Oh, there is a soldier. We must be quick. You will leave, soldier man. Excellent. You are safe, citizen. I am Samanosuke Akechi, hero to all. And you give me grass? I thank you. Oh, okay, that's the old style Resident Evil stuff. We've got to find the item, and then use the item. Yeah, okay, there we go. There is a ladder. Will you go down? Yes, I will go down. Oh, this just got really quiet all of a sudden. Okay. Okay, this is all eerily quiet. Not liking this. Oh, okay. Medicine. So we've got some healing items here. Because again, Onimusha is kind of a hard game, so you probably need to use those items, especially for a fight, for a particular side quest you can do later on. Which, for those of you who are fans of this game or are watching, I won't be doing that in this playthrough, mainly because I don't think there's much point to it besides making the final boss a lot easier. I'd just rather use my regular stuff for it because it's easy. I don't think he's that hard in the first place. So which is the equipment that was created by the clan of ogres to destroy the demons? We don't have enough books to go this, so again, I'm not going to bother. It's a magic mirror. What will you do? I would very much like to save, thank you. Get us overwrite the data. It is indeed. Splendid. Right. Let's go through the big door.
Didn't know humans could be such pests.
Didn't I kill you earlier? Like, what the heck?
Where is the princess?
Oh, nice one, mate. You broke the bloody door. And this is our first boss. I think it's Orzak or something his name. I think if I read it a long time ago, but yeah, fairly easy boss. Now, I don't think you can Eason him. You can, however, do this. Ouch. Ow, 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 ow. Okay, buddy. Calm. Yeah, keep laughing, friend. Oh, nice. Oh, okay. Fairly easy boss. Watch me lose to it. The Let's Play curse has already started. Okay, let's just do this again. There we go, got some vitality. Very nice. Now he's very angry, so we need to run away. We'll do a headbutt charge thing. We obviously don't want to do that. Oh, yeah, don't get hit by that. That's not a good idea. But now he's very poopy out, so we're just going to beat the shit out of him. Get some health back, get some souls. And use the Onimusha magic. So, the Onimusha magic, by pressing triangle, you'll unleash a devastating attack. And they're pretty much how you hard carry most of the fights without using Eason and stuff. It's the other way you can deal a lot of damage. And they're very powerful attacks. Rising is very extremely good single target damage, so perfect for bosses.
It is time for you to go back to the underworld.
Shut up, bitch. You are dead. And now we absorb his souls. Very good. But yes. Now his body just kind of awkwardly sits there. Anywho, to the victor go the spoils, and we move on with our day. We got the second journal. I am an unworthy, sad, pathetic coward. Okay. Yeah, it's just more background text if you wish to have it. Yeah. Oh, where's this lead? Oh, this is nice. This is nice and settling, isn't it? Yeah. Just some guards on the wall. Oh, I think of this scene. It's going to be one of my favourite characters in this game. I'm going to be show up for this.
Sweet, beautiful, lovely. The dripping blood and what's this? Oh, a liver. What's that smell? Who's there? A human? How disappointing.
Face me, demon.
Who do you think you are talking to? I haven't seen one as foolish as you since that, Nobunaga.
Nobunaga?
I operated on and resurrected that pitiful Nobunaga after he was killed in Okihazuma. He then made a pact with the demons and pledged his eternal loyalty to serve us forever as our slave.
No!
Oh, yes, it is indeed true. Now, let me show you my most recent creation. Go, Ronaldo! Bite the belly of that maggot and feast upon his bloody flesh!
Hello. Go, Roberto. Oh, no thank you. No thank you, sir. I did not like that. No. So that was that was Guildenstern, who, you know, we didn't obviously use his name, but that is the demon gamer scientist Guildenstern, who's responsible for a lot of the weird abominations, and as you can tell, he's like the typical mad scientist. Oh, can I use in that? I wonder if I can use in that. I'm getting a bit slapped here, but as I said, we're gonna try and ease in this. Yeah, you can. Okay, I'm just being a slow ass at it. Again, if you can ease in stuff, you trivialize a lot of these monsters, but it is a case of you have to be spot on with your timing. It's the slightest bit off, and you get smacked. And then we get another weapon very quickly, actually, which is the Fire Orb. Which is... I don't know if I like the Thunder Sword or the Fire Sword a lot, but I like all the weapons in this game because they have a nice one. But this is a very powerful two-handed, very powerful long sword. This is like the big, heavy weapon of the game. So, very slow swings, but good range, good coverage, good throat stab, good kick. And it's pretty much a weapon I use for a lot. It does good heavy damage, and I could definitely see a lot of people using this. I quite liked the Rising Sword for the longest time because it was nice and quick and it's balanced, but after a while, because of the sheer coverage you can get, I think the Fire Sword is just as good, if not as usable as the Thunder Sword. But to be fair, use any weapon in this game. As long as you can eat it, it doesn't matter. And you will be swapping weapons as well because of the Oni magic. As you can see, a lot slower in attack, but does better damage. I saw that, sir. On your ass. And a big stabby stab. On to the next one. Any more going to pop up? No? Okay. I thought there might be one more popping up there for a second. But, okay. Le Gasp! Oh! So yeah, meet one of the most annoying enemies in this game, the Soul Stealers. So, they do as described. They, well, steal your souls. They have an attack that can steal the souls right from you, and they'll steal all souls that are also here present. But, there is a bit of a trick to them, is that if you let them kind of ping the souls amount around, they will increase the amount of souls available in the present. So it's a bit, and again, it's another one of these high-risk things where if you let them take the souls, but you dilly-dally for too long, they will run away and take your souls with them, which is very annoying. But in that situation, they can also absorb a bunch of the souls taken from Osric, and, if that's his name, and use them, ping-pong them, you kill them, that actually gives you a multiplier of those souls, and you get more souls than you would have previously, which is quite nice. Now, I think that's going to be an excellent time to call it there. We've managed to get through the first boss and managed to discover a lot of things about the castle we're currently in. But the scientist we met, Guildenstern, he set one of his creations up on us, so I'm sure we're going to see many more creepy beasties in this castle, and we're still got to find Princess Yuki. But we are ready for the challenge with our new weapons and our new Oni friends. We're going to take care of the Genma as sort of one step at a time. So, I'd say, guys, thank you for watching the first part of my very first Let's Play. I am Boomer First Class, and I shall see you in the next one. Take care.